Gold. The very mention of it can make hearts race and imaginations soar. Just the word gets folks dreamy-eyed, conjuring images of wealth, beauty, and timeless allure. It's shiny, sure, but there's more to it. It's a symbol of power, a measure of value, and a piece of history. Gold's got this hold on us, something primal, something that speaks to our deepest desires and ambitions. Maybe it's because it doesn't tarnish, stays beautiful forever. Unlike other metals, gold remains untarnished, a constant reminder of its purity and worth. Or maybe it's the history, the empires built and lost chasing after it. From ancient civilizations to modern economies, gold has always been at the heart of human endeavor. We've been digging up gold for thousands of years. It's a quest that has spanned continents and centuries, driven by the promise of wealth and prosperity. Kings and emperors, conquistadors and prospectors, all lured by its promise. The allure of gold has shaped destinies and changed the course of history. These days, it's less about buried treasure and more about central banks and investors. Gold is now a cornerstone of financial stability, a hedge against uncertainty. But the fascination, that never gets old. Whether in a museum or a vault, gold continues to captivate and inspire. Gold's journey from deep inside the earth to that gleaming bar. Now that's a story worth telling. It's a tale of hard work, innovation and perseverance. It's a dirty job full of sweat and grit, but somebody's got to do it. The process is grueling, but the reward is a metal that has fascinated humanity for millennia. So, let's throw on our hard hats and get our boots dirty as we follow the gold's path. From the depths of the earth to the heights of human achievement, gold's story is one of passion, determination, and unending allure. Finding gold ain't like picking apples off a tree. This ain't no backyard operation. We're talking massive mines, some underground, some open pit, all huge and kind of scary. Imagine giant earth movers, trucks the size of houses, and drills biting into the earth. The noise, deafening, the dust, everywhere. But amidst all that chaos, there's gold. Most gold's found in rock, called ore. And not just any rock, mind you. We're talking about ore that might only hold a tiny amount of gold, like a teaspoon in a whole dump truck. That's why those miners work so hard, extracting tons and tons of ore just to get a little bit of gold. You can't exactly melt down a boulder and expect gold to just pour out. First, that ore needs a serious makeover, but we're talking about crushers and grinders, machines that would make a garbage disposal look like a toy. The ore gets smashed, crushed and ground down until it's practically dust. It's loud, dusty work, and those machines need a whole lot of power to keep going. But hey, nobody said getting gold was going to be easy. This pulverized ore, it's still got a long way to go before it resembles anything close to gold bars. But this step is crucial for what comes next, separating the gold from the rest of the rock. Now things get a little complicated, but stick with me. To separate the gold, they use a process called cyanidation. It sounds scary, and honestly, it kinda is. They mix that finely ground ore with a cyanide solution. Now, cyanide's nasty stuff, got to be handled real carefully. But it's got this special ability to dissolve gold, so the gold goes into the solution, leaving the worthless rock behind. It's like magic, but with a whole lot of safety precautions. This process is carefully controlled, with strict regulations to protect the workers and the environment. It's a dangerous job, but it's how we get that gold. Section 5. Fire and flux, the refining crucible. This is where the magic happens, where raw gold is transformed into something pure and valuable. Okay, so the gold's dissolved in the cyanide solution. Now what? This is just the beginning of a complex process. Time to get rid of the cyanide and isolate the gold. This involves a series of chemical reactions and careful handling. This is where things get hot, literally. The furnace reaches extreme temperatures to facilitate the next steps. They use a process called electrowinning or zinc precipitation to get the gold out of the solution. These methods are crucial for extracting gold efficiently. Then they melt the gold in a furnace. This step ensures that the gold is in a liquid state, making it easier to purify. We're talking temperatures over 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. Such high heat is necessary to melt the gold completely. That's hot enough to melt most metals, but gold laughs in the face of that heat. It remains stable and ready for the next phase. To get rid of any impurities, they add something called flux. This substance helps to clean the gold by binding with the impurities. It's like a chemical cleaner, pulling out any last bits of unwanted stuff. The flux works its magic, ensuring the gold is as pure as possible. What's left is pure molten gold, ready for the next stage. This refined gold can now be shaped and used for various purposes, from jewelry to electronics. Section 6. Testing how pure is your gold? Before we go any further, got to make sure this gold's the real deal. We're talking 99.99% pure, the highest quality. That's where a saying comes in. They take a tiny sample of the gold and analyze it using some high-tech equipment. They're looking for any trace of impurities, anything that might compromise the gold's value. This ain't your grandpa's gold panning operation, folks. This is serious business. Once the gold gets the thumbs up, it's time to turn it into those iconic bars. We're talking about craftsmanship, precision, and a whole lot of heavy machinery. Section 7. Shaping the treasure from molten gold to solid bars. Remember that molten gold from the furnace? Well, it's about to get a makeover. They pour the liquid gold into molds, carefully shaped to create those familiar gold bars. As the gold cools and solidifies, it shrinks just a tiny bit. This creates a small indentation on top of the bar, called a button. It's like the gold's fingerprint, a sign of its authenticity. These bars, they're heavy. I'm talking about 400 ounces each. That's like trying to lift a small motorcycle. You're not going to be casually walking around with one of these in your pocket. Section 8. The mark of quality, stamping and certifying. Now comes the fun part, giving those gold bars their identity. Each bar gets stamped with important information: its purity, weight, refiner's mark, and a unique serial number. Think of it like a gold bar's birth certificate. It's a guarantee of quality and authenticity, something that buyers look for. These markings, they're not just decorative, they're crucial for tracking and trading gold worldwide. With the stamping complete, the gold bars are carefully inspected one last time. They're looking for any imperfections, any scratches or blemishes. Only the best will do when it comes to these precious bars. Section 9. Safe and sound. Packaging for precious cargo. You don't just toss gold bars in a cardboard box and ship them off. These babies are valuable, and they need protection. That's where specialized packaging comes in. First, the bars are carefully cleaned and polished, making them shine like the sun. Then, they're individually sealed in tamper-proof plastic to prevent any scratches or damage. Finally, they're placed in secure boxes, ready for transport. Security is paramount throughout this entire process. We're talking armed guards, surveillance cameras, the whole 9 yards. These gold bars are a hot commodity, and they attract a lot of unwanted attention. Section 10. From mine to market, the final journey. The journey is almost over. This is the culmination of countless hours of labor, expertise, and dedication. From the depths of the earth, where miners risk their lives to extract raw gold, to the intricate processes of refining and purifying, every step is a marvel of human effort and technology. Those gold bars, carefully packaged and guarded, are loaded onto armored trucks or planes. These vehicles are specially designed to ensure the utmost security, reflecting the immense value of their cargo. The journey from the refinery to the market is fraught with potential risks, but every precaution is taken to safeguard these precious assets. Their destination: banks, vaults, and investors around the world. These gold bars find their way into the hands of those who understand their worth, whether as a secure investment, a symbol of wealth, or a piece of history. Each bar tells a story of its own, a story that spans continents and cultures. It's a global market, with gold changing hands constantly. The trading floors buzz with activity as prices fluctuate, influenced by global events, economic trends, and market demands. Gold remains a universal standard of value, a constant in an ever-changing world. But no matter where it ends up, one thing remains the same: the meticulous process, the craftsmanship, and the sheer amount of work that goes into producing a single gold bar. Each bar is a testament to the skill and dedication of the workers who shape it, from the initial extraction to the final polish. So next time you see a gold bar, take a moment to appreciate the journey it's taken. Consider the hands that have touched it, the processes it has undergone, and the value it represents. It's more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of human achievement and perseverance. From deep inside the earth, through fire and chemicals, to the hands of skilled artisans, it's a testament to human ingenuity and our enduring fascination with this precious metal. The journey of gold is a story of transformation, from raw ore to a refined bar, embodying the essence of human endeavor and the timeless allure of gold.